I first got interested in darts because the bar that I would go to in my local neighborhood didn't have anything else to do. They had a couple of dart boards, they had a pool table. I'm horrible at pool.
It's something that I definitely look forward to for the social interaction, as well as a little bit of competition.
I practice at home, but I'm competitive, and I just get bored after shooting a couple games by myself, so I like to come out and play against other people.
I ran into some other female players that I thought were really good. They encouraged me to expand, join a league, get involved. Once I did that, I realized that I was actually a good player. I had an aptitude for it, and I am fiercely competitive. And I sincerely enjoy the level of competition that I experience at darts.
I started playing organized darts 20 years or so ago, and there weren't as many women dart players as there is today.
It's primarily played in bars, and traditionally women weren't allowed in bars up until, what, a few years ago? 20, 30 years ago, maybe? Relatively recently.
But one of the great things about darts is that it's not gender specific. Women can play just as well as men can. It's just a matter of how dedicated they are.
A lot of women that I find that have not ever played before automatically assume that they can't play. And they come in and they think of it as a game that they're not going to be very good at, and isn't this silly?
I think with certain women it takes a bunch of really strong women to come into a bar where all the guys are around the pool table and take the pool table away from them. It's not like that with darts, but perhaps they feel apprehensive about coming into the back room.
I make certain assumptions about men who play darts based on what format I'm playing in. If it's a league night and I'm playing within my league, I'm automatically assuming that whoever is on the team has to have a certain level of skill. If I'm just playing for fun in a bar and it's just a couple of guys coming up, I automatically assume that I'm going to beat them.
I think that there are men who think that women come down to be social and to have fun. I think that there are men who think that women can't throw darts, and why are they there in the first place?
Men are not comfortable with a woman that's competitive with them.
I want to say that they assume that you're good if you're playing. They don't always assume that. Sometimes they assume you're a girlfriend of somebody else who's playing. But again, if you're just playing somebody in a bar, just a man who walks up, they automatically assume that they're better than you.
A lot of men in the league can't stand losing to women. The hotheads.
Some guys, I think, do. Some guys take it a little too seriously, and they might lose to a woman and say stuff after the game, "Oh, hey," or something like that.
Men have definitely made comments to me, primarily when they lose.
I don't know. It's just caveman attitude. I don't know.
I have had almost every reaction from a man. From things like, well, that's not bad for a girl, to them literally throwing their darts across the bar and refusing to shake my hand and leaving.
They will be more apt to turn around and swear, or some will slug the wall because a girl beat them. When I see somebody doing that, it does make me think less of them as a player.
I expect certain things out of men, so being, morons and yelling and whipping their darts at the board when they get mad, and women usually keep their composure and are normal about it.
Some people say they can't throw darts unless they have X amount of drinks. I personally don't drink during my dart match. I may have one beer at the end of the evening.
Well, for me, it helps. It helps me a lot, right?
It's a lot of darts is relaxation and being able to focus, and kind of loosens you up a little bit, kind of dulls the nerves a little bit.
I have noticed if you drink too much, you can't throw.
For me, I just need the right amount. When I reach that plateau, then I can throw. If I'm stone sober, then I think too much and get nervous.
I have seen people who should not be able to walk and get up and shoot some of the most incredible darts I've ever seen.
I've met quite a few interesting characters playing darts, and one of the things about darts is you do get to meet a lot of different people, very nice people.
It's like being part of the team, being one of the guys, and it doesn't make any difference if you're male or female.
It's a great sport, and I love doing it, and I can't imagine not doing it. I plan on doing this till I'm no longer allowed in the bar.